Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm back. The cat is back. And if you have a problem with the cat, well, too bad. Cover me up with a black square or just click away of the video. I don't care. Many more people have actually complained that they want the cat back than the actual people who complained about the cat. So, I don't care. It's different. It's new. So, live with it. Alright? And speaking of changes, there's also a change to one of the packs that apparently the 4 different content creators were supposed to receive. I believe there was actually Kami VS and Frostfangs. Apparently Kami VS still stands because he did say somewhere where he was going to do a video tomorrow about some package he received. Frostfangs has said nothing up until now, so I would assume maybe Frostfangs either couldn't do it, or maybe he has a 5th package? Maybe, who knows? But I do know that the 3rd package is actually by J-Flare. I saw this the moment he actually published it, but I wasn't home, so there we go again, one more day where I'm not posting the video as fast as possible. So there we go. J-Flare, for those who don't know, he is a content creator just like me for Paladins and etc. He's a very good player as well, alright, very good player. And he's also part of the AOC for 2 years straight. So yeah. If you guys are happy with what the AOC is doing, this is one of the guys you got to thank for. So, what did J-Flare post? Well, he posted this on Twitter, and as you can see, pretty much just like the other content creators, there's a video which would be up on his YouTube channel right there, J-Flare, easy to find. I'll probably leave the link in the description, and it's right there. I already seen the entire video. I don't know why this is said that I only saw it till then, but whatever. But yeah, this was 1 hour ago, and he also posted pictures of what he has. This is the part of the map, and this is the text. We'll talk about the text in just a minute. I want to grab this picture here for a second and talk about it. In fact, I'm gonna just do something real quick. Alright, so here we are. And already I cropped the little pieces of the map that we already have. This one down here is the one that belongs to Metro. This is the one that belongs to Dodge, and this is the one that belongs to J-Flare. And as you can see here, they fit on pretty well because, I mean, we gotta take in consideration that these pictures were taken in different angles, so it has like the weird proportions. I can still sort of like waste a little bit of time here and trying to make it as perfect as possible, but no need. First of all, I want you guys to look at here. If you guys remember yesterday, I said this was here split stone, and as you can see, we can see that this is split stone right there. So split stone, there you go. This goes perfect together, so we do know these pieces go there, right there. We also know that this one goes right there. As you can see, these lines here, they all go together. And I would assume this is either like this or so. I mean, I don't know how the papers were cropped. I mean, you know, it's hard to make it perfect here, but you can sort of understand what we got here. And assuming, since I think the next one should be Kami VS, the final piece will be here. And this will probably be a bigger piece. Now, in this part of the map, which you haven't looked at it, the Glacial Sea, this could be potentially either a new part that we get to know in the future, or actually referring to the maps that we got of the ice maps, you know, like the ice mines, and, you know, there's like at least 2 or 3 maps of ice. Crosswind Hold, we already spoke of this. Magistrate, Split Stone over there, this is where the mine's going in. And in here, we got the Ruby Throne. The Ruby Throne, for those who do not know, it is the place where Leon is like the Empress, the Queen, the leader, whatever. This is her spot, her place, her village, or her city, whatever she, you know, bosses around at. And Khan is with her, as is obvious. J-Flare also mentions this in the video, and as you guys know, I mean, they're not like the best friends with, you know, the magistrate over there, since what happened with Genos, it is indeed actually the Ruby Throne tried to go on their own on solo. You know, they tried to go and recruit Genos so they could end the war. Pretty much what Corvus is doing right now, right? So Corvus is trying to end the war on his own to try to be validated by others, maybe. Who knows? Still, down here we see the part of the Magistrate. So now the final piece here, the final part that is missing, should be the Shattered Desert. So it should be around here. We know that the Magistrate marches into the Shattered Desert, and we don't see any Shattered Desert here or here, so it wouldn't make sense for them to go into either enemy territory and even the Ruby Throne, because believe it or not, Ruby Throne is actually part of their enemies, because back in the day the Magistrate call upon, you know, their noble groups who are sort of allies, and the Ruby Throne went there to help. So yeah, they're sort of like enemies as well. I wouldn't guess they would have marched into here. I know whatever's going to happen with the darkness is going to be on the Shattered Desert, so it should be around here. We know about this of the Marauder's Port. As I mentioned yesterday, this is actually Temple Isles. This should be where Dragon's Call event happened. It makes sense for them to go over from C2 over to Marauder's Port. Alright, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for them to go entirely around all of this, you know? Although it wouldn't be impossible. I mean, it's Dredge. If he had to go all the way through it, who knows, right? It wouldn't be impossible. But it's actually, the Temple Isles are much more closer to the Resistance side than actually the Magistrate side, which is quite actually funny. I thought that with the Magistrate and the Paladins would have reached there a lot faster than the Magistrate. I mean, Magistrate would have been taken, what, days before getting in there. I mean, if the light was lit at the same time in in one place and everybody saw it at the same time, I'm guessing that's what happened, right? But still, so here we go. We have 3 pieces of the map. The final piece should be coming out tomorrow. I'm just gonna save this real quick right here as a PNG. Actually, I cannot put it like that. I'll just put it as a map. There. And now we're just gonna go and look at the text of J-Flare. There it is. I know you wish to prove your throne, stoke your minds, and look forwards our future. All right, so this is again by Atlas. What does it say? Basically, it's talking to Leon. And it says, I know you wish to prove your throne. You know, it makes sense. You try to go and recruit Genos. I know you're trying to save everything, all right? But now, stoke means something like feed, fuel, or prepare. It's almost of that sort of. It's more like enlighten your minds, or, you know, like think more. Just look a little bit harder, think a little bit harder. And instead, you know, just take away that aside right now, and let's just look forward for our futures. You know, let's work together so we could stop the darkness. It makes sense, you know? I mean, that's as easy as it gets. Nothing really crazy about that. But there's one thing that I've been wondering for a while since I've seen the first video of Metro. Inside of the pouch that Metro received, you guys remember there was a blood vial. And you guys remember me saying that it could be something related to the bloodline, you know, because of Cassie. But the thing is, the second package also had a blood vial. And the third package had a blood vial. Now, these are not all about, like, bloodlines. Leon could be, but the second one, no. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. So, my idea is, you know, this is just about the Magistrate. The second one, my idea, and I've seen this already mentioned somewhere else as well, is that it could potentially be something about the darkness. Now, J-Flare on this video, he mentioned something that it's of the same color as the tentacles, or whatever it is that we get to see on that thing of around the symbol of Paladin, the Paladin's avatar, which should be here. So this. He said that it's about the same color as this. I never actually thought about it for a second here, but this doesn't exactly mean that these are the tentacles. There could be the tentacles here, like this would be the tentacle, but this all looks like, you know, a cartoonish blood. So what happens here, you see this and everything, It's sort of some sort of, like you see there, right there inside. What if it's actually not just tentacles, but yet like blood that has some life to it, maybe? Or the monster is covered in blood, or is the blood of the monster who ends up like covering over, you know, Vora and just corrupts her entirely. And then, you know, there could be potentially some tentacles. I mean, let's be honest, there is tentacles here, and this almost looks like the same tentacles there. So unless they changed the story and this was just like, you know, we're just gonna readjust things, I really don't know exactly what it could be. But I mean, he did mention it, and there was also a tweet where Romanova actually said to Dodge was saying he was gonna, you know, oh, I'm gonna take a sip of this blood as a joke, and Romanova actually told him, please don't, that will only undarken our futures even more. So yeah, it probably potentially been saying that if you drink that, you're going to be corrupted as well like Vora. So it wouldn't be the best idea, would it? But what if it's actually blood from the monster as well? Maybe they managed to take a little bit of a sample? Like, you know, maybe they severed the tentacle and took some blood, and as a something to test, a sample, they're sending it to multiple different people and telling them, hey, look at this. But it's kind of doesn't make sense. I was talking about this as well when I was coming home. It doesn't make a lot of sense that this blood would go into the people that he's asking help for. What if these people, like, there's no note in there, don't drink the blood, don't open it, don't smell it, don't touch it, right? What if Leon opens the package, grabs the blood vial, opens it, and drinks it just to see what it is? Boom. Leon is corrupted. So, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know what's the thing that I'm not getting here, but definitely does not seem like it makes a lot of sense. So, I'm just going to leave it right here. As you guys already seen the videos from before, I have everything already sort of explained about, like, you know, current Vora, former Vora, how the Shattered Desert was before, how it is after the Darkness gets released. That's the skin for the Stellar sort of pack or whatever is coming for her. That's also Vora. Again, once again, I'm saying that it is Vora. Maybe this is going to be a future Battle Pass of Squadrons or just a bunch of an event. Maybe this is Squadron event. Would make a lot more sense. And we know that they're sites, so there you go. So instead of just going through all again and repeating myself again, that's the information I wanted to provide to you guys. Don't forget, go sub to Mr. J Flare for some AOC meetings, videos. There you go. He has most of them here. The meetings, which apparently also the meetings are going to be one a month now as well. But we'll see. All right, that's pretty much it from me, guys. Don't forget, J Flare, and thank you for the tweet, man. Thank you for the pictures. You put it up on Twitter. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. What are your theories? All right, just let's see what's coming out tomorrow with Mr. not Frostfang, sorry, Kami VS. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time. And yes, the cat is here to stay, boys. It ain't going nowhere. Too bad it freaks you out. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. Stay safe.